friends are simps.
You'll have to forgive the sunglasses for this video. I was out pretty late last night and I'm still feeling fairly fragile, but I wanted to do this whilst I still had a wee bit of time. The purpose of this video is basically just to direct you to a really cool resource and YouTube channel for those of you who like to collect samples, but also particularly those of you who use PO-33, which is the Pocket Operator Sampler Edition. The channel I'm talking about is run by somebody called Control Random, or at least that's the name of the channel. I found their stuff because they comment on my videos fairly frequently. I looked up what they were doing, and as it turns out, they create and make a whole bunch of really cool and interesting sample packs, along with the PO-33 backup files. If you're not familiar with how the PO-33 backup files work, effectively on the PO-33 you can only use one bank of samples. There's no programs or presets or patches that you can load and switch between. And the way Teenage Engineering have kind of set it up is to allow you to record an audio file out of the PO-33, which you can then play back into the PO-33 later and load up your sounds and samples all assigned to their respective pads. And of course this means that you can then share those programs with other people. It's kind of like a preset or a patch system, as it were. I've known about Control Random's channel for a while, but I dug into the samples recently in a bit more depth because I was rediscovering my PO-33 and how interesting and useful it actually is. And as it turns out, there's a whole host of weird and wonderful sample sets in there, including one that is made up of the grumbles of former UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson, which, you know, depending on how you feel, can either be a wonderful thing or a horrifying thing. You can decide on that. I've been fucking about with these samples for the past few days. I haven't made any particularly musical, but it's been a lot of fun to explore, and it's kind of inspired me to get back into the PO-33, so thanks to Control Random for that. You should definitely go check out the channel. It's not only the PO-33 backup files, there's also the individual samples if you want to load them into your Dirtywave M8 or Akai sampler or whatever device you might be using. All of the various samples on there, or at least most of them anyway, as far as I can tell, cost £0, so it's donationware, which means that you can basically pay what you want. That's a really cool thing to do. Thanks to Control Random for that. It seems like a lot of hard work is going into these packs. They seem really nicely presented and everything, so if you can't afford to sling them a £5 or something, then yeah, do it. Go on, do it. So that's it for this video. That's all I have to say. I'm going to go back to lying on the couch playing with the Pocket Operator. Control Random didn't know that I was going to do this video or ask me to do it or anything like that. So hopefully this drives a few more downloads or subscribers your way. For now, if you've got any other cool channels or resources for samples and stuff that I should take a look at, please throw them below. I'm always scouting around to find new and interesting sounds. With that, see you later.